Hello. Hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey. It always... I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to everybody saying good morning. Double BGM? Let me try to fix that. Double BGM, how do I fix that? Might just need to destroy this one. Better? Better? I don't know why that's happening. Go for 3? No. I'm not gonna do that. I think I just might have to go with like no background noise. I'm still setting it up and I don't know how to route anything yet. Like Des gave me a very, very basic like a very basic walkthrough of like the concept of like routing multiple things, and he's like, for now, just to keep it simple, just route like everything into the mic. Need a tutorial from Des. Yeah, like he spent about an hour helping me set up yesterday. Just play the white noise very loudly. Like there's like no, like I have no background noise whatsoever. So this is like the most eerie thing. You sound so different. Miguel, is it a good thing or a bad thing? I hope it's good. This thing was super expensive. Members only, that's done. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. What is a Go XLR anyways? That's a very good question. A Go XLR, Sad Larry, good morning, good morning. Thank you for the super chat. A Go XLR is an audio interface. I am currently using an XLR mic, so it requires an audio interface to go between the mic. It connects the microphone to the computer, because the computer does not have an XLR like plug, right? It does not have an XLR plug. So you need, like, the microphone is an XLR mic, and it has an XLR cable. It goes into the audio interface, and then the audio interface has a USB like plug or a cable, and it goes into the PC. So you need that. It's not a USB mic where you could plug it directly into it. It's essentially kind of like a sound card, but not really, because the original audio interface that I used, did you get the version with the soundboard or not? Arne, I got the exact same one that Altair got. Des and Altair both use Go XLRs, but Des uses the mini and then Altair uses the full one with like a soundboard. And then I decided to just, I mean, like, you guys have been supporting us so much. I was just like, why not get the full one with the soundboard? So I got the full one, the same one that Altair has. So I need to ask Altair to teach me how to set up like the fancy stuff, because he actually has the same one. Yeah, I can mess with the filters, exactly. Yeah. Only the best for Grandpa. Thank you very much. Okay. I can't monitor my BGM, because if I monitor it, it'll show up and it'll like double over like a Bane filter. I would love a Bane filter. Do you guys know my like deep dark secret when I like start being like Vesper Bane? Do you know my deep dark secret? I use my mixing bowl. Like, I talk into a mixing bowl, but if I could just, like, use a filter, if I could just use, like, an audio filter, then I wouldn't need to get my mixing bowl every time I do the Bane voice, right? Yeah. Although there's something to be said for, like, practical effects, right? Like, it just sounds different. I wonder. I don't know. Maybe. This is weird. This is weird. I feel like, it's like absolute silence. Can I do a 2 hour Zatsudan with like no sound whatsoever? Oh, scream? Can I scream? It's 10 a.m. I should be able to scream. Should I scream? All right, hold on. Let me think. Okay, I'm gonna scream and see if the filter actually works. Okay, I'll do like the famous one, the Rando Wiz like animation where like I jump off of my Minecraft. I should play Minecraft, by the way. Now I'm like bird braining it. So it's like I'm jumping, I jump, and I'm falling, and then finally like it like renders, and then I see the ground, and it's like, oh shit, I'm not gonna make it. That was like me shouting Wilhelm scream. How's that? It works. It sounds good? Okay, good, good, good. Then it was worth it. It was worth it. This is... Do it again? Okay, I'll do it again. I'll sing, I'll scream something else. Hold on a second. What is your mic? I'm currently using a Shure SM7B. The mic does sound better. How is the listening for you? Lexi, I still haven't completely set up my Go XLR. I did a very basic, like, cause Des and I were working on our collab, not collab, well, we are collabing, but we're doing a sponsored stream today. And we're doing a lot of setup work for it and planning and back and forth. And then after we were done planning, it was like close to midnight. And then he helped me set up the mic, not the mic, the Go XLR, but it was like past midnight. So it's like we had about an hour, and then, you know, I don't want him to stay up for like 3 hours to help me set it up. So it's just like the basics, it should sound okay. Scream Toscana and Nikki Cheesy, thank you very much for the super chat. Sir Shabby, thank you very much for the super chat. It was my birthday yesterday, but I didn't want to bother you playing Into the Breach. Being 21 doesn't feel that special now. Aw, Shabby, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, I'm sorry. Yeah, Into the Breach is like 100% my type of game. I forgot that I was streaming. I like literally forgot that I was streaming when I was playing that game, and I was just like playing it the way that I would play on my own, and that's how good it is. Try to let me out. Oh, hold on a second. Should I do that one? I don't know if I could replicate that one, because that one was like not an act. I don't know if I could replicate that one, because that one was like not an act. Like actual terror. 100%. I can't, I'm not a good actor, so I can't like, yeah, pure unadulterated fear. Just like absolute terror. An AT field. My AT field activated, and it was just like Mario Party scream. Oh, I could do the goal. I could do that one. Hold on a second. I could do goal. Hold on. I don't even watch football. Like, I don't watch soccer. I just think it's funny. Okay, I'll do goal. Okay, hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goal! How did that one work? Did it peak? That was like actual like maximum volume. My neighbors are gonna be like, what the heck is going on? Delicious, delicious. No peak? You love to see it? You love to see it? Okay, okay. Then that alone was worth it. I do feel like it's kind of cheating though, because my goal is to do like one thing a week to improve, and it doesn't matter how big or small it is, right? It could be like, oh shoot, I messed up like the BGM volume, and then I changed the BGM volume and it's a little bit better. Then that counts as improving like my content for the Vesties. This is like, I just paid money, and then I had Des like help me set it up, so like it didn't actually require any thought, but it still counts in my head. Baby steps, exactly. Works fine, it seems. Good. RIP the peaking mic. There's no way there's people that are like actually gonna prefer like peaking, right? I guess it's funny. Man, this is like really eerie with no background music. Rolando Erskine, thank you very much for the super chat. It was my birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. Yo, birthday twins. It's like two Vesties that have the same birthday. Your voice sounds so clear now. Thank you. Is it just the clearness, or is it like the peaking is gone? Is it like both? Hammer, thank you very much for the super chat. My birthday was on the 15th. I just want to say thank you for getting me into Factorio. Let's go. Me and my friend are... All right, so I went back and I played Factorio off stream with the little bugs, the biters, right? I think the game is meant to be... I might have to like drop my rule of playing like, you know, like when I do like Legos or something, I want to know all of the pieces on the board. I think I should just like play with the bugs, because it's just like super important, I think. It's like really hard. Anyway. Watotodal, thank you very much for the super chat. Do you know about virtual audio cables, having them let you filter sounds from you being heard on the OBS but still being able to hear them yourself? Looked up to that term on... Oh, interesting. Virtual audio cables. I will look it up. You know, I'm going to write it down on my little notepad and look it up. Do I need it for the XLR, or is the XLR gonna handle it for me? Where's my pen? Somebody steal my pen? Did a ghost steal my pen again? Oh, come on. No pen. My pen is gone. Anyway, I'll try to remember it. Go XLR basically erases the need for the virtual audio cable. Oh, okay. So it's something that I could have done with my old stuff, but I've already bought it. Delicious, delicious. Rio stole my pen. I hope not. I hope not. You might have to compare your current audio with the VOD like D&D episode 1. In my opinion, you sound less full than you did before. The fullness, yeah, definitely. There should be a trade-off. Like, it would be weird if it was just like better in every single way, right? And like I give up like a more natural tone of voice, and then I give up like, and then I gain like no peaking, right? Like I never peak ever again, which is good. There's less bass, but that's not bad. I feel like there's less treble. Oh, I do have like a little. Hold on. We were like very, very quickly going over. I reduced my treble by like -2 or something like that. I'm gonna miss the peak. Are you actually though? Like, is it worth it? Do you play any card games? Are you talking about like trading card games or like actual card games, like poker? Because yes to both. Yes to both. The peak is funny sometimes. It's worth. I wonder if I could like program something into the Go XLR that will like allow me to turn on peak. Like if I'm doing a bit. Something like that. I wonder. I'll miss it because the peaking was funny, but audio is better now. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go to the leader. I'm gonna go to Altare because I feel like he's the expert with the full Go XLR, and I'm gonna be like, Altare, is there a way for me to add a function where like the peak gets turned back on? Like I could press a button and it turns it back on, and then I could do it like for a bit and then turn it back off. It's very possible to deep fry your audio intentionally. Oh. Dr. Wawi, good morning. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm testing out my new audio interface, and it seems to be, for the most part, working. A little bit of like weirdness is that like I cannot listen to anything. So I'm just like, I have no BGM. Like I have like nothing in my ears right now. There's like nothing, which is like eerie. I can't even call it like an interesting. I would say like it's unpleasant. I would describe it as like eerie and unpleasant, and it's like I'm in the back rooms or something, right? It's like, okay. Okay. Am I pronouncing it wrong? Eerie? Would you call this peak content? I would indeed. Look out for the spaghetti man. We're just punning. It's a pun. Ah, okay. Got it. Yo, Pinhead. Is that a reference to Hellraiser? That was an interesting horror movie from like way back. The quietness does bother you when you're used to white noises. Ah, I see. Vesper's voice, naked and afraid. Thank you for the super chat, Isley Murray. Super excited for the Pokemon Soul Link this week. It should be a very interesting stream. Am I gonna hold the boys back? Am I gonna hold them back? I'm just gonna like put it out there. Aside from the fact that like I needed to like set up the hardware, which includes like a capture card and stuff like that, and then setting up the capture card and then making sure it's working correctly. My main hesitation for playing was like, I'm gonna mess up, right? Like, and like I'm gonna get multiple Pokemon killed, and then like the boys are gonna have to get rid of, you know. Mental, physical, Justin. Christy Shaver, thank you very much for the super chat. I watched Aruran Senpai play Factorio, but I'm a beginner at Japanese. I'm learning vocab by translating the chat. Some casual, some bug, and some techie vocab. Yeah. It's a good way to learn, I think. Like just watching streams. Especially, is Aruran one of the... Yeah, I think Aruran is a good one. Yeah. Yesterday I found an expensive green tea. Do you like green tea? I do. The tea that I'm drinking right now is a roasted oolong, but I do love green tea. My favorite green tea is probably... Gyokuro? Gyokuro is up there. Is there anything I like better than Gyokuro? When I was younger, I did like jasmine green tea. But lately I've been into like just pure tea with no like other flavors, and jasmine is a very, very powerful flavor. Genmai cha is like my breakfast tea. I drink it for breakfast and I like it, but I wouldn't call it like my favorite. It's just like a good, like I said, because Genmai cha is just like jasmine tea where like there's other flavors, right? It's like a toasted rice flavor and stuff like that. Have you seen Paco's drawing of you in Pokemon? I don't think I have yet. I'll have to check it out. Give me a sec. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'll check it out after the stream. I don't think I should. Yeah. I should pay attention to you guys. There's no like, I actually noticed that and it was like, that's a bad habit. Like you shouldn't look away from chat unless it's for like an extreme case, right? Like if the boys need me, yeah, I'll look away from chat. But for just for whatever, like I don't think I should look away. Yeah. Delicious. What were we talking about? Favorite green teas. Do I have a favorite green tea? Probably Gyokuro. Maybe 5 or 6 years ago I would have said like jasmine green tea, but I'm like in the Gyokuro mode right now. Yeah. It's definitely like an interesting flavor that it's like it's a little bit like edamame. That like an actual like green tea expert might be like, don't describe it like that. Please don't describe Gyokuro like that. But like to my like lizard brain, Gyokuro is got like it's a little bit of like edamame flavor, like a little bit like, I don't know. It's good. It's very pleasant. It's like earthy, kind of like a bean, but not really. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's a little bit savory, which I don't know if people would be into, but like it's a good flavor. It's a good flavor. It is. Unbound Soul, thank you very much for the super chat. Just spam potions, X defend, X special defense, unless you guys are going hardcore, set mode, no items in battle, in which case RIP. Yeah, and we're playing the new one as well. We have the permissions to play the new one, and I have like I don't know what I'm doing. So it's just like, I'm a little bit scared. I'm gonna hold them back, and I'm gonna like, be like, oh no, I lost my favorite Pokemon because Vesper like wasn't paying attention. So I... Can I be real? I've been reading a guide. I've been reading a guide, so it's just like... Of course I have. Dino J, thank you very much for the super chat. I got a big promotion to an art director position today. Hell yeah. Listen to your streams while I designed is a delight. Do you have a favorite kids book from when you were young? Good question. First of all, congratulations, Dino J. Favorite kids book from when I was young? If You Give a Mouse a Cookie is up there. If You Give a Mouse a Cookie is up there. Is that too young? That's like basically a picture book. It's basically a picture book. If we're going a little bit older, if that's like way too young, what about Mr. Popper's Penguins? Mr. Popper's Penguins. Which is like a chapter book. So it's like, it's a little bit more advanced than If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. How many Zoomers are there in chat that like have never even heard of Mr. Popper's Penguins? Can anybody like raise their hand? Just be honest, and then if there's enough people, I will like give you like a no spoiler summary of Mr. Popper's Penguins. Never heard of it, never heard of it, never heard of it. Okay, we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful, boomer vesties. Like, we can't like spoil the entire thing, right? We can't spoil the entire thing. Okay. Now that I think about it, it's kind of like similar to me. It's kind of similar to me, but like still different. Okay. How do I describe it? Okay. Spoiler warning for Mr. Popper's Penguins. A book that was written probably in like the 1920s or the 1930s. Because one of the, like a side character that is important is like some dude named Admiral Cook. Like, who's probably, like, was alive when dinosaurs roamed the earth, right? Okay. Mr. Popper's Penguins is a children's chapter book about a house painter, a happily married house painter. But, like, his job is to, like, paint houses, like, both inside and outside. And he's like, it pays okay, but, like, it's just a job, right? So like he's got a family and he's like happy with his family, but he's just like, whatever with his job. It just pays the bills, right? But what he loves is listening to radio shows about exploration and new places and like the vast unknown, right? And so like he writes to some dude named Admiral Cook, and he's like, oh, the way that you describe, I think it was like the way that you described penguins was like incredible. Oh, like, I'm a huge fan. Cool. Thank you for everything. He was just a fan of like an exploration, like a National Geographic radio show, right? And then Admiral Cook mails him a freaking penguin. Admiral Cook is just like, oh, I got your letter. Like, thank you very much for your support. And he mails him a freaking penguin, right? And that's like, oh shit, now I just have a penguin now, right? And then it's just our man, Mr. Popper, and like he's just got like a penguin. And I won't spoil the rest of the book for you, but it's just about like his life going from, yeah, I love my family, I love my wife and kids, like I have a good life, I shouldn't be complaining about anything, but like my job is just my job, and like the thing that makes me happy is like other stuff, like the Nat Geo, like National Geographic exploration stuff, the great unknown, blah, 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 blah. And like, he just gets a penguin in the mail. And that's the beginning of the book. Yeah. I just joined and I hear about mail order penguins. Yeah, basically. I apologize. Vesper, I have a serious question. Can you teach me an easy way to remove a tea stain from my mug? Somebody left tea in my mug and it dried up. I can't wash it off. Oh, crazy cat. The problem with like tea stains is that like, they're very tough to get out. For me, I just like wash it immediately, right? I just like, I don't use soap. I don't use soap on any of my tea stuff. I don't. Just because I don't want like any remnant. I use a toothbrush. Interesting. Bleach it. Baking soda. Ooh. For me, it's just like my tea stuff can't touch anything but water or tea, which means I cannot forget to like wash it immediately. The barkeeper's friend, baking soda is smart. Do not bleach. Yeah. Do not. Hot water and eggshells as the abrasive. Interesting. For me, I just like, I don't think I've ever left like a tea vessel uncleaned immediately. If I have, I might just like get rid of that vessel and just be like, well, time to get a new one. Shy Violet, thank you very much for the super chat. Since you're playing Solasta, do you plan to play other D&D games? I cannot comment on that. I apologize. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and it's just like I can't comment on that. The thing is that like, all right, well actually, can I like pre-sing the praises of Solasta? Can I I don't know what I was expecting. I read about it. I read about the game and I was just like, okay, cool. It seems like a game that I would like. because I do love tabletop games. Any and all tabletop games I'm a big fan of, right? Add. I have to add in add. Hold on a second. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. It's not like D&D. It literally is D&D. It's not like D&D 5th edition. Is like literally 5th edition D&D. With like, I mean like, I went into it like with Des and we were looking at it and we were going through like character creation and a little bit of like getting used to the controls, right? I could count on my hands like 2 things were like, oh, that's different from 5th edition. Everything else was like, is like actually 5th edition. It's like the spells do the same thing. They're named the same thing. It's just like, it literally, like if you've played one game of like D&D 5th edition, like with your friends, like actual tabletop, right? Is like literally, all right, you want me to tell you? Let's just talk about it, right? There were 2 things that I found that were like, oh, that's different from 5th edition. Oh, actually, well, 3 things. I'll talk about the 3 things, okay? It does have Eldritch Blast, and it has, that's where it goes in. Okay, there is no Hex in the game. For Warlocks, there's no Hex spell. They don't get the Hex spell. So it's like, oh, that's different from 5th edition, because they get Eldritch Blast, they get the invocations and stuff like that, but there's no Hex. The Hex spell, they just didn't add it into the game. I don't really know it. Stand back! 2, and this as a DM, like, made the hairs on my arm like stand up, and I was like, oh, I love that. As a DM, it gave me like good feelings, right? There is no variant human. Any 5th edition like experts in here? Can you if you're a 5th edition expert but you're a player, you're like, oh man. If you're a DM, you're like, oh hell yeah. They removed variant humans, and it was just like, oh, thank God. Oh, Solasta, you my love. The love of my freaking life. They removed the variant human. Yeah. Okay, and then the third thing that they changed that I noticed was that like when you make your character, and then there are like subclasses, right? Like for Warlock there are otherworldly patrons. That's what they're called. It's actually called that in the game, right? There are new ones. They added the developers of Solasta added their own like spin to it. So there's like 1 or 2 that are going to be like from the actual game. You're like, oh, I remember that from like the player's handbook, right? And then there's going to be like 2 or 3 new ones that they added, and it's like custom. So it's like it's not just like a copy of 5th edition. They add their own stuff to it, but like when you play it, all of the spells are like, yeah, like it's the spells that we use. It's even called like Eldritch Blast, right? Yeah. I honestly think, I mean, we're not in the sponsor stream yet so that I could talk about it, right? Can we talk about like the titans of like tabletop like games, right? Can we talk about like the titans? Coder is probably like my number, like a lot of people wouldn't know this, like if you've never played it, but like Coder is actually like Knights of the Old Republic is like actually a tabletop game. Like if you look at like the descriptions of all the spells and attacks, like you're rolling dice under the hood. So Coder, in my opinion, is like my favorite video game based on like a tabletop. Planescape is up there. Divinity Original Sin is probably the best like modern tabletop. It's like is like really good. Yo, Pathfinder Kingmaker is really good. Pathfinder Kingmaker and Baldur's Gate 2, I think, are like the most like quote unquote like true to like actually playing with your friends, but then they translate it, right? This game is like up there among those like titans of like, it's just like boom, like so I think as a DM it especially makes me happy, this style of game. As a DM, this game especially makes me really, really happy. Because if you're a forever DM and you're only playing the game master and you're never playing the game, you kind of lose touch, right? You kind of lose touch with what it's like to be a player, what you see from like a player's perspective. And you can play this game and it's like the exact same game as what your players are playing, because it's the same rules, the same spells, the same character classes. It's like it's exactly what they're playing. And I think that means something, right? Like Divinity Original Sin, 10 out of 10 game. It's like amazingly good. Divinity Original Sin 2, I think it's like actually better than the original one, right? but you can't get a feel for 5th edition playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Do you get like the point of like you just like you can't get a feel for 5th edition playing Divinity Original Sin 2 because the game system under the hood is different. The spells are different. Like the way that like magic and physical armor work. It's different. And this game is like, if you're a 5th edition DM and you play it, you're gonna be like, oh, I feel like a player. Because like it's exactly the same. Yeah. Okay. That's enough of me like gushing over like how impressed I was with the game when Des and I were setting up. We're gonna do our best. But we should move on. We should really move on. Unbound Soul, thank you. Oh, hold on a second. There's one that's gonna disappear. I should read that first. Astral Voyager, thank you very much for the super chat. They didn't remove things, but rather they only have access to the content in SRD, the free version of 5th edition. Ah, I see. I didn't know that. I actually did not know that. We had like a nice little like kit to go over and like chatted a little bit, and then we were given like advice on like how to run stuff and like what would be good. They're like a really cool group. They were just like, have fun with it. We want you to have fun with it. But like, you know, here are our suggestions, but like just have fun with it. That's the most important thing, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. Okay. Unbound Soul says, you guys got me thinking about my own campaign setting, and I gushed to my writing buddies about it. So long story short, we're gonna play by post D&D game. Play by post? Doing a play by post D&D game. Thanks for the inspiration. No problem. Just play by post. Ah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Unless I'm like very much mistaken, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. It's not like everybody's there. Like it's yeah. It's not play by mail. I think it's like a Discord chat or like something like that, right? Like, or a forum. Like you're not there. You just like, it's like role playing. Do you guys remember like old school role playing on like LiveJournal, where like you're not there at the same time. You're not online. You're just like, you type your response and then you go to sleep and then you wake up and then there's going to be a response. Yeah. Stuff like that. Yeah. Tets Mega, thank you very much for the super chat. Speaking of books, did you know the Power Fantasy Isekai is an American? Yo, a Connecticut Yankee, right? A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. I've read that book. It's actually really good. Hold on a second. Is it Isekai? Oh, Power Fantasy Isekai. Yeah, no, that I would agree with. Power Fantasy Isekai is an American invention. I do recall that there's like an actual Isekai, kind of. It's like a French book that's like not really well known, and it wasn't very, very well received, but like it is there. Like somebody wrote like a French novel in like the 1800s, and it's about like a guy that goes to the moon, and there's like a civilization on the moon. So it's just like kind of like an isekai, right? Like he goes to a different world with like different people and aliens and stuff like that. Did you write it? Mods, get rid of that person. Get rid of them. Mods, get rid of that person. They're on to me. Johnny, thank you very much for the super chat. New audio interface. I should try to say your last name. I apologize if I butcher it. I'm scared. Elia Jesseluk? Hopefully. I'm sorry if I messed it up. Audio interface, does that mean you got yourself a Newman U82 AI? If not, why not get that mic? Is it like super expensive? I feel like the Newmans are like crazy expensive. I feel like you've listed like a crazy... I've got 70 alternative accounts. Albert Scoot, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you for the recommendation. Just bought the complete collection on Steam. Thank you very much. No! Every time you super chat, I lose the game. Am I just gonna lose the game once every time I go live? I put on my Robin Wizard hat. Yeah, I know what that meme is referencing. That you're going into like a naughty like chat room and then you put on your Robin Wizard hat. Yeah, I love that. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. That's like a meme that's... I actually was considering doing that under like ancient meme review, but like I just like pre-bonked it. I was just like, there's no way that's gonna pass. Like there's no way for me to describe like I put on my Robin Wizard hat and not get like giga bonked. So like I didn't add it, but that's one of my favorite like older memes. It's a very not safe for work meme. Yeah. Yeah. Little Lily Kitty, thank you very much for the super chat. Divinity Original Sin and Divinity Original Sin 2 are play with your fiance games for me. Ah, you bond with video games? It doesn't make me regret being a wizard, but it like inches me closer, right? If it's like a scale of 1 to 1,000 and 1,000 is where it's just like, oh, I regret being a wizard, it's like 2 points. From 0 to 2. So there's still 998 points that you need to get to that point, but like having someone to play Divinity Original Sin 2 with is just like, no, actually screw you guys. I'm not even going to give you 2 points. I could just play with the boys. I can literally just play with the boys. No. No regret. No regret. Foiled again. Which game? Divinity. It's a good game. Oh, my back. Having a good time. Yeah, the boys. Wizard, I didn't know you could reach your 30s. Wizard. Yeah. Yeah. I'm 28. Stretch break, old man. I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. Okay, what do I need to do today? Altair is most likely asleep, but I do want to do a little bit more Go XLR setup before our stream tonight. The sponsored stream that me and Dez are doing is like tonight, by the way, in case you didn't know. It's tonight at 8 p.m. So we got some stuff that we need to set up. Should I just like spoil what we have? I can just do it. It's fine. If you're here this early and you're chatting with me, I'll just like tell you. I'm not going to spoil anything about the game, but like what we were doing is you guys are similar to me. So I feel like I'm going to say this and you're going to be like, yeah, that's me, right? How long do you spend making a character in an MMO? Or like an RPG style video game where you can customize the character? Like a Fallout game or like an MMO? How long do you spend making a character? Too long. Too long. Days? 2 hours. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. 100%. I spend 1 hour or so like doing the visual aspects of the character. Maybe 2 hours if it's a slider, right? If it's a slider, it's going to be like 2 hours, right? The name alone might take me anywhere from 2 hours to like 4 days. The name alone might take me anywhere from 2 hours to 4 days just to like think up the name, right? So it's just like, I mean, like, could you imagine if we did like a sponsored stream showing off like the perfect like translation of D&D 5th edition to like a video game, and it's just like 2 hours of us making characters, right? Could you like imagine that? Like how like insane that would be, right? It's just like, oh great. Awesome, right? So this is what we did. I'm just gonna spoil, like, it's not a spoiler, but I'm just gonna tell you, like, we spent like 2.5 to 3 hours like making our characters, and like we wrote down all the stuff so that we could like, it wouldn't take that long, right? So we're gonna make our characters on stream, and it's not gonna take more than like 20 or 30 minutes. That was our goal. So we're gonna make our characters. It's only gonna take 20-ish minutes, hopefully 20 to 30 minutes, and then we could jump into the game and then just like play the game, right? That's what. What is your name? What? What is... Okay, let's go through the other super chats first and then just... Alright. Death200X, thank you very much for the super chat. The other day I learned the first sci-fi from Europe was a satire mocking how unrealistic traveler's logs were. There's one dude that wrote about him going to the moon and fighting giant spiders. Interesting. Cool. I might have heard of that one, but I don't That doesn't sound super familiar to me. Altair Spare Pair, thank you very much for the super chat. Happy to report yesterday marked the day that I have 5 years left before I become a magical spare pair. Stay strong, you have the boys. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat. Dr. Wawi, thank you very much for the super chat. Can I bribe you to name your character Scrungus? I can't promise that I will, but I will take it under consideration and I might, okay? I might. All right? All right, now here we go. Here we go. Crushed by gender-swapped Vesper's Fat Dumpy. Thank you very much for the Akasupa. Hey. Hello. I don't entirely know. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. You did request your swap. Here's the thing. I think you guys like. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, yeah. Regretful to read it. Vesties are unhinged today. Yeah. You guys are like wilder than usual. Oh my god. I keep forgetting. You know what? Before I do anything with setup, let's go ahead and get the emotes, the new emotes uploaded. We actually got the okay and the go ahead and I can upload them now. I keep forgetting. Well, I only got the okay like a couple days ago, but yeah. Before I do anything else today, like immediately after the stream ends, I'm not going to go eat. I'm not going to go get more tea. I'm not going to do anything that might distract me. Like I'm going to sit at the computer and I'm going to upload like all of the new emotes and then I'll go eat. Okay. Crushed by gender swap Vesper's Fat Dumpy. Thank you very much. Thank you. Action Ichi, thank you very much for the super chat. It's always me in a game, so it's like 30 minutes, 4 days on a name. Yeah, that was for Final Fantasy 11. I remember it took me 4 days to think up my name in Final Fantasy 11. 4 freaking days. Himwo, thank you very much for the super chat. Do you use ROK straps? If not, they're the absolute best for tying stuff to your bicycle. I use them on my motorcycle a lot. Well, for my touring setup, I have Ortlieb. Do you guys know what Ortlieb is? I mean, you would have no idea what Ortlieb is unless you were like not only a bicyclist, but like a bicycle tourist. There's like no way you would know. Like, it's not even like there's no way, right? Ortlieb is my favorite like brand when it comes to bicycling. Yeah. So nothing is like strapped. They're all like clips. Like they have these like super heavy duty, like hardened plastic clips. And then like all of my equipment on my bicycle is Ortlieb. I'm looking at it now. I've got, what's the rack? Oh my God. I'll look it up. Tubus. I have a Tubus rear rack and a Tubus Tara front rack. Tubus. Ortlieb on all 4. And then I have the Ortlieb, what's it called? Like the front, like you clip it onto the handlebars, right? And it's like a box on your handlebars. And with like one button, you can pull it off, and then like it turns into like a box, like a toolbox that you can carry around. Ortlieb like Ultimate 6 or something like that. Yeah. You go bikepacking? I do, and I love it. Well, no, I don't go bikepacking. Bikepacking is off-road. What's the difference between bikepacking and bicycle touring? Bicycle touring is like on paved road that cars ride on. And bikepacking is like you're basically on a mountain bike or like a gravel bike and you go off-road and like just go up into the mountains, right? I do not bikepack yet, but I do want to. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Gender swap Vesper's huge rear rack. I don't even know. I don't even know. Can I like... It's not... Alright. Oh, should I like mention it? It's not like... Alright, so when I describe when I described my gender bent self, right? When I described that, it was not like... It was not a moment which is like, what is my own taste, right? It was not that. Do you get it? Like, can you believe me? Like, like Vesties, are we of like one mind and one soul? Like, can you believe me? And it's like, oh yeah, whatever, right? It's not like a... It's not like a... Would you F me? I would F me. It's not that. Like, that's not... No. Doubt. Yes, I believe you. It was like purely based on like, what would I like objectively want to see? It was more objective than like a personal... Like, you know? Alright? And I kind of think like all 4 of the boys were like that. Except maybe Des. I feel like not Des either, but like maybe it's just kind of like, interesting, okay. No, even Des was just like, he's just like, we're just having a laugh. We're just having a laugh. So it's like an interesting like situation that we found ourselves in. It's just like, it was, all right, I'm like, they're like, oh, that's your type. And it's like, no, not necessarily. It's just like, yeah. It's true. It's true, Action Ichi. It's true. You were drunk and unhinged. Okay. Okay, I've said what I said and we're gonna move on. Oh, sure. All right. Okay, we're just gonna move on. So what is your type? I'll leave that to your imagination. Martin Lopez, thank you very much for the super chat. Do you make lore for your MMORPG character? Any characters? Yes, I do. It's my first SC ever. Love your content. I do. Are you one of my people? Tall Beton Big Dumpy. Are you one of my people? I make lore for all of my RPG characters. Yeah, I do. I actually do. No, I don't play on RP servers. I don't think I've ever played on an RP server, but like I do make lore for my character. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Oh. That's like, I'm going down like a path. Like my neurons are connecting and they're creating a pathway to like an insane amount of cringe. Lore, tell us about some of them? Okay. What? Oh, it's too cringe. We'll save it for like another time. Oh man. Like the neurons are creating like a pathway and it's just like, oh no, I remember that. Yeah, Ragnarok Online, World of Warcraft. Oh my god. There's like Diablo 2 lore from like way back in the day. Final Fantasy 11. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Fenrir lives, thank you very much for the super chat. As a DM, I can confirm hags are the best creature type to run encounters with. Hags are awesome because they've got like the tricky spells, right? They could turn invisible. They can change the way that they look with disguise self. When you get 3 of them together, they can cast like insanely high level spells that like you shouldn't be able to cast at that level. It's just like they're just a pain in the butt to deal with. Yeah. Yeah. I can see you're touching your unlimited cringe works. Okay, should I like deliver and give you like A snippet of lore. Just like a snippet of lore. Okay. All right. I played Final Fantasy 11, and this ties into something that happened, like in the actual game, right? This ties into something that happened in the actual game in Final Fantasy 11. In Final Fantasy 11, when I was first playing the game, nobody had any idea how to play that game, and that game just like stomped on you over and over and over again until you learn how to play the game, which is like, I love the game for that, right? And I distinctly remember like being in the Horutoto ruins outside of Saruta Baruta, outside of Windurst, right? And just getting like donked on by the beetles like over and over and over again in the cave system. I think I went from like level 12 to level 8 like 4 times, like over and over and over again, because I was trying to do the mission, right? The mission sent me into the ruins to try to like, I don't know, find some kind of like thing, right? And I was just like dying over and over and over again, and I was like almost about to quit. So the lore is that like my character is like a newbie, right? My character was like a green adventurer, and like she was just like sent into a situation where like completely unprepared, and the guards were like laughing at her. Like the guards that gave the quest is like, we sent her on the wrong quest as a joke because we think it's funny, and it's just getting dunked on, right? Oh yeah, I had a Mithra. Like my character in Final Fantasy 11 was a Mithra. Yeah. And like you can't choose anything. Anyways, shut up. Just shut up, everybody. We're okay. So this actually happened in the game. Okay, I was getting dunked on, and then a JP player came in, and they were a level 75 red mage. I distinctly remember exactly what their equipment was. They were a level 75 red mage with a scorpion harness. And I'm just gonna tell you, that's like not end game, but like high level gear. It was just like a level 75 red mage with like a scorpion harness, right? And I remember they didn't know how to speak any English, and they were using auto translate. And then they were like, "Are you okay?" And then they rezzed me. They used raise 1, and then I got raised. And then I was like, "Thank you, thank you." And they were like, "Help?" And I was like, "Yes, please." And they just like face rolled through that entire thing. They were like a little taru, the tiny little like gnome type characters. Like if you're a D&D player and you don't know anything about Final Fantasy 14 or 11, they were like the gnome, like a taru, right? And they just like face rolled through that entire dungeon and got me the mission done, right? And then they just like warped out. They got me like everything that I needed, and then they just warped out, and I never saw them ever again. And so everything that I did in the game after that, I got to level 75. I joined an H&M guild. I had like a 75 ranger, 75 black mage, 75 white mage, 75 beastmaster. I was doing like merit point stuff, right? Everything I did after that was to try to find that red mage and like repay them, because it's like that was the closest I got to quitting. So the lore for like Final Fantasy 11 is like, I'm playing this little like cat girl, and she's getting dunked on, and she's like, maybe I'm not like cut out to be an adventurer. Maybe I should just like go back home to what is it, the area that the Mithras came from. Shoot, Kazam, I think. Is it called Kazam? You know what I'm talking about, right? The place where you go, and then there's like Sahagin and stuff like that. What is it called? It's the island. Kazam, right? Yeah. So like my little character was like, she's like, maybe I'm just like not cut out to be an adventurer. I should just go back to Kazam, right? And that little like Taru was like, no, you keep going, idiot. And so like that, like all the lore that like sprung from my character was like just at the very beginning. And I didn't have that before I made the character. Like I just made it as I went along. I actually almost quit the game just because it was so frustrating. I remember how frustrating it was because it's like hard to get to level 10, and then I got to like level 11 and 12, and then I leveled back down to 8 or something like that. or 9, I think. I don't think you can go back. No. You could actually. So they removed that ability. They patched it so that you can't go below level 10. You don't level down. But when I started the game, they didn't have that. You could actually level down to 1, I think. Anyway, I never met that red mage ever again. I actually remember, like, was it like /SEA and then space and then name, or you could do /SEA space and then like RDM, look for a red mage, /SEA space RDM space 70, looking for like 75, looking for a level 75 red mage. Like, I still remember like the functions in that game was like, man, what other things were cool in Final Fantasy 11 that you didn't know? Okay, this is kind of interesting. All right, so one of the things that caused like a divide between Western players and Japanese players was that apparently, like, it's very, because you could like examine like other players and look at their gear, right? And if you did that without asking for permission, it was considered very rude. Like, if you just like went up to a character and then you typed, what was it again? Examine/examine or something like that, right? It was considered very rude to do that without like asking for permission, and it would cause like a lot of like friction, right? Because you could see it. It would like emote like /examine, right? Like they examine you and it's just like, oh, like we didn't give you inspect, something like that, right? And the polite workaround to that was to add a bazaar with like an egg, like a lucky egg or like some type of egg to it, right? So you could examine and then examine the bazaar, right? And then there's nothing in there, and then you could exit out of the bazaar and then you could still look at their gear. I remember that. Because the person gets notified that like somebody is examining you, and it was considered rude to do that without asking for permission. Yeah. Do you remember that? It's just good, man. It's just good. Final Fantasy 11 was just like really, really good. That seems like unnecessary steps. Yeah, but you gotta be polite, right? Like you have to understand that like if they don't like it, you shouldn't do it, right? Mazzy, thank you very much for the super chat. Me and my friend just started lore building our characters in Final Fantasy Final Fantasy. She's been at it for a while. I'm very new to it. Do you have any tips on lore building characters in game? All right. The best lore, and I'm gonna like, this is like writing as well, right? This pertains to writing as well. I am not a failed writer because I never even got off the ground, but like when I had aspirations to be a writer, I was writing mostly like fantasy stuff, like a novel, novella, whatever. I got too into like, this is my character, this is everything that they've been through, and you should be into it, and it's cool. And it was like the lore dump, right? I don't think that's a good idea. I think the best lore is the lore that you build with the characters, like as they're experiencing stuff, right? Yeah. The best lore is the lore that you're building like along with the people that are like watching you, right? And it could just be you. It could literally just be you, right? So it's just like, don't get too into like the backstory. Get into like the story that you're experiencing as you're going through, and then that will be your backstory like a month from now, right? Because your current story will be your backstory a month from now. And once you realize that, it's like, oh, okay. All right. Can we see your novella? Absolutely not. Under no circumstances can you see what I've been writing, because it's like incredibly, I gave up like 10 years ago. It's just not, it's not going to happen. Anyway. Uh-oh. JP. Zeph Shore, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, no. Oh. Vespapa no... It's like the character for big. Tasukaru. Thank you very much. I don't know the kanji. You can do it. Don't do it? Okay. All right. Don't read it. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for the super chat, though. I appreciate it. Solsu, thank you very much for the super chat. Writing a character story as you go is the best. Mithra found it. Assist. Do you need it? Do you remember? All right. My favorite auto translate. The Final Fantasy 11 chads are going to love this. My favorite auto translate was, still is, and will always be Galka sausage. There you go, Anja Carlson. You're one of my people. How could you tell beforehand? Anja Carlson, you freaking called it. Galgan sausage. Welcome to Bastock. Shadow Skippy, thank you very much for the super chat. I had a D&D character in a D&D game that never finished, but I really love that character. So when I played Elden Ring, amazing game, I basically brought the character in there. Every skill and decision that I made was based on what my D&D character would do. That's like, oh, that's what makes gaming like worth it. Galkin sausage, can I have it? Oh my god. Oh my god. 10 hour, thank you very much for the super chat. Is this supposed to be a members only Zatsudan? It says so. What? Please tell me no. Please tell me this is not members only. Oh my god. No, it's not. Okay, thank god. Oh, thank god. Bottom left. It's not members only. Whew. Well, I am doing a members only chat. Probably Saturday. And it's going to be Asia time. So I will probably do it around like 1 p.m. my time. Something around 1 p.m. It says members only on the overlay. I'm so dumb. I could change that right now. Oh my god. Go away. There you go. The deep lore. Any gifters? Talk theme just below the chat. Yeah. It's been like that for the past 2 Zatsus. I'm just so scuffed. I'm just like so... Oh, why am I like this? Why am I like this? Oh my god. We're all members now. Why am I like this? Oh my god. Taco, thank you very much for the super chat. Good morning. No. Noah Uji. Just wondering if you thought about your mascot. No pressure, no worries if you haven't. Yeah, I've put more thought into it. I do feel like the bat is like kind of cute. I feel like it's not about what I want because it should represent the Vesties, right? Like you guys should have more ownership over like what the mascot looks like than me, I think. And if I just like insist like no, it's not gonna be that, then it's kind of like denying you. I feel like almost universally like you guys want that, so I might give in. Yeah, like a fluffy bat, and it's just like random, right? Can we agree that it's just like something you guys decided, and it's just like, oh, that's weird, that's a coincidence. Why would they decide that? I don't know. Just, yes. Yeah, it's just a coincidence. I'm broken, I'm here. For no reason whatsoever. It's just you decided that. And it's like, okay, cool. We can roll with that. Love how we all agree that we were fine with any design, just give them vests. A lot of Rouge fans in Vesper chat. Yeah. We'll just roll with it. Yeah. Any similarities are a mere coincidence. Exactly, Lucky Carrot. Exactly. The vests are non-negotiable. A bat wearing a bat. How do I feel about that? Bro, Chowton. I'm like literally 3.5 days ahead of you. 3.5, 4? Buddy, I love like Kingdom of Loathing, West of Loathing, Shadow of Overloathing. Like I've already asked for permission, so we'll see what goes on there. Like I've already asked for it. Yeah. Again, like please don't talk. Please don't like at them or on like the fucking hell site. Like don't like Twitter them. I don't know what Twitter is. Just don't do anything, please. Right? Just don't do anything. Like I'm begging you. This is why like we just don't do anything. Like I've already like Don't get me. This is why like I shouldn't respond to people talking about like, hey, you should try this game, because like it's just not good, right? I just shouldn't respond. Like, just leave them alone. Like, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Green Mage, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey Vesper, sorry this is off topic, but I need some advice. Applied to be a Holostar 3 times now. I've been streaming since February, have big aspirations, but the video part is really tough. Advice? Video? Like making videos? I can't really give you advice because I don't know how to make videos, right? I have an editor. I have like an editor. Do you guys know Akashi? Like he's just like cracked at editing videos. Like I don't know how to edit. Like I have to rely on somebody else to do it for me. Like I'm just like really bad. Yeah, yo, Nonon. A vestie of culture. Your editor is really good. I think he's the best. I think he's incredible. The best. Oh, audition video. Okay, I'm gonna level with you, buddy. I'm gonna like 100% level with you. Like, I didn't edit it. I did it in one shot, and it was like way too short. I didn't edit it. I did it in one shot, and it was way too short. Don't do what I did. Just don't. Just like, I'm not gonna tell you anything about what's in it. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna give you like those 3 things, and it's like, don't do what I did. Like, take it seriously, and then you'll do better. Yeah. Just take it seriously. Yeah. I think we should move on. I feel like I'm very close to saying something like dangerous or yavai, but like you need to like just take it seriously and yeah. Just take it seriously. What's up, cover? It's your boy Vesper. No, I didn't do that. Just take it seriously, and I would say like the first 10 seconds are the most important. So don't waste your first 10 seconds on like, hello, thank you for watching. My name is blank, and I would be excited. Like, don't, because that's like already 10 seconds, right? Like, don't start with that. The first 10 seconds are the most important part, and don't start with like an introduction. Like, don't do that. Okay, that's about as like far as I'm willing to go in. Yeah, like right there. What Hydro Homie Jin is saying? Hello, I'm Vesper Noir, resident scholar of Guild Tempest. Cover, hire me. That's like already like 6 seconds of the 10-second opening, and like, don't do that. Like the most important part is the first 10 seconds. Don't do like a canned intro. Like, don't do that. Yeah. Why the Bane voice? Was that the Bane voice? Bane posting for the audition? That would unironically probably be better than like just like doing like an intro, like a canned intro. Yeah. Anyway, let's just move on. Let's just move like straight on. Green Mage, thank you very much for the super chat. Once again, I made a goddamn dragon plushie, but my heart and soul, put my heart and soul, spent a solid 2 months on that last video, still nothing. Ah, sorry to hear it. Sorry to hear it. Beloved Grandpire, no OG laugh and new audio setting Tuscada. Is it good? I will rewatch this VOD and figure it out. And it's not done yet. I'll ask Altair and I'll ask Des for help and get it dialed in and perfect. I literally just got it yesterday and then I set it up. So I'll make it better. I promise. Like it's such an expensive piece of hardware. How could I not like put in like an extra 2 or 3 hours to like dial it in and make it good? Felix Wuff, thank you for being a master member for 3 months. This is my super chat now. By Monday, I'll be traveling to America for the first time. I'm excited, but also afraid of heights and flying. Gonna watch your 24-hour stream to pass the 16-hour trip. Thank you very much. Thank you for rewatching a 24-hour VOD. I appreciate it. Afraid of heights and flying. I vaguely recall being afraid of flying when I was younger. How did I get over it? I think, all right, this is going to be depressing, but I think I reached a threshold of suffering where death no longer like scared me, and instead death became like a friend that like I'm not eager for them to visit, but when they do, I'll be like, hey, welcome, it's been too long, how are you doing? Like there's like a threshold of suffering where it's just no longer like you fear death, and now death is like your buddy, your college buddy that you haven't seen in like 20 years, and like you don't know when they're gonna come around again, but when they do, it's just gonna be like, hey, what's up? It's good to see you, right? Now that's not good advice, because I do not want Felix to feel like that. If you don't feel like that, which is like an indicator, right? Like if you're afraid of flying in heights, it's an indicator that like you're happy and you look forward to being alive, which is like, I want that for all of the Vesties. Please don't lose that. So it's sad that like I can't really give you help on getting over like, you know, heights and fear of flying and stuff like that, but like it's just a sign that you like you love yourself and you want to continue doing what you're doing, which is like a good sign, right? It's tough. It's tough. The fear of death is the longing for life. Yeah, right? I'm not afraid of flying. I've never been afraid. Anonymous sour cream. I'm sad that you're similar to me, but like also welcome. Currently in therapy, this hit. Yeah. You like lose the fear of death, but you gain the fear of things that are like worse than death. So it's not just like, I'm not afraid of anything. It's like there's like other things that I'm afraid of, right? Yeah. You saying that implies that you're not happy. I'm actually the happiest that I've been in the last like, God, when was the last time I was happy? 20 years ago? 25 years ago? Something like that? When was the last time I was like super happy? I lived in a cul-de-sac and I used to play street football with the other kids in the neighborhood. And I remember the happiest days of my life were just playing street football. And then every time a car came home, we'd have to like get out of the street. And we're just playing street football. Three? I mean like 15 years ago. I mean like 15 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. Like when I was like 15 years ago. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Blackwind, the KFP Inquisitor. Thank you very much for the super chat. Yo, the icon looks super cool. Like a paladin. Like kind of like a zealot type paladin. Oh man, I like that. Anyways, greetings Vesper. Has there ever been a book or a series that you were hyped to read only to be dissatisfied at the end? Keep up the good vibes, toodles. A book or a series that you were hyped to read but only to be dissatisfied at the end. Am I allowed to talk about it? I'm just gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna go into it, but I will like say the name of the series, right? I loved The Wheel of Time. I'm not going to go into like why or how or like the... If you know, you know, right? The Wheel of Time, for a lot of reasons, like made me sad. But we're just going to move on, okay? Yeah. And it's not the fault of the book, right? It's not the fault of the book or the writer or anything like that. Like there's a... If you Google and look up the Wikipedia article of The Wheel of Time, you'll understand. And it's like, it's not the fault of like anybody. It's just, it is what it is, right? Yeah. I don't want you to, don't think that I'm hating on anybody, right? I'm not hating on anybody. It's just like, there's a lot of things that happen in Wheel of Time, and it was beyond anybody's control, and it's just like, we're gonna move on, but like, I wanted to give you like a straight up answer, and there it is, okay? The fear of death is a constant. Tenaro, thank you very much for the super chat. Yeah. Okay. Okay, please don't think that I'm like talking trash on anybody, right? Because that's a very contentious like topic. Like Yeah, yeah. I have nothing but love in my heart for Wheel of Time. Like all parts of it, but definitely like if I were to answer that question honestly, there it is, right? Yeah. Okay, we can move on, right? Yeah, exactly, Sodden Fool. Exactly. Like it's like the impossible task, right? It's like literally an impossible task, and like any other like author would just be like, I'm not gonna do it because like it's impossible, right? It's just like you're asking me to do something and like I can't win no matter what I do. And it's just like, yeah. Ooh, Cliff Puncher, that is like a contentious like topic. I'm gonna steer clear of that, but I understand why you think that way, right? Mist Fist, thank you very much for the super chat. One day, great fantasy books like Discworld. Discworld! I freaking love Discworld. Ah, so good. My favorite Discworld character is Luggage. My favorite Discworld character is Luggage. Anyway. Luggage MVP. We're gonna move on. Man, Terry Pratchett. Okay, I wanna like gush about like Terry Pratchett. As a writer, Terry Pratchett made like a statement, and to him it was probably just a throwaway statement, but like it like blew my freaking mind, right? I heard that Terry Pratchett once said that like the concept of a chapter in a book is like a vestigial organ of literature. And if you read Discworld, there are no chapters. He's just like, there are scenes, right? And it's just like, you don't need a chapter. Don't do that. Just write, Forehead. Just write and make it good and interesting and clever and like engage your reader and pull them into the world. The concept of a chapter in like a novel is just like outdated. You don't need a chapter anymore. And like it was a very simple, to him it was probably like a very simple like throwaway statement, but to my mind it was like, this guy like actually cares about like his readers, right? When he writes a book, he's not thinking about like, oh, how much is it gonna sell? Oh, like, or are they gonna like it? Like, you know, he's not thinking about the next book. He's thinking about like the book that he's currently writing, and he's thinking about like, how am I gonna like gaslight my readers into being pulled into this world? And I will remove anything that does not do that. The only thing that Terry Pratchett cares about is like writing like a world and then getting you sucked into the world and like removing anything that's preventing you from inserting yourself into his world and like observing it. Like it's a fully fleshed out, like it's like Sword Art Online. Like you're just like full diving into his world, and it's just good. Yeah. I highly recommend Terry Pratchett. Like anything that he's written is going to be like 10 out of 10. It's going to change your life, and as a positive, right? And I think he did this on purpose. All of his books are very short. None of his books are like super freaking long. Like you could just read one of his books in like 2 days, 3 days. Even if you read very, very slowly, you could finish any Terry Pratchett book in about like 2 to 3 days, right? And I do think that's like on purpose. He does that on purpose. He cuts out anything that might like pull you out of a book, and it gets you in. Are you a Sword Art Online fan? No comment. We're gonna move on. Did I miss a super chat? I apologize. I got into my rant. We got him. I've always heard Pratchett was good, but I never knew where to start. I wouldn't start. Okay, so well, if you're starting like chronologically, like in the order that he wrote them, you start with Color of Magic, which is the first Discworld book that he wrote, but I wouldn't suggest starting with Color of Magic. Although it's okay. It's like a mid-tier way to start off Discworld. There's like other ones that I would suggest, but like, yeah, I would say like don't start with Color of Magic, but yeah. It's okay. It's like a mid-tier. There's like worse books to start with in the Discworld like canon. It's like near the middle, I think. It's not the worst, but it's not the best either. Like, look, people are recommending Guards, good. Mort, yeah. Lots of good suggestions here. Night Watch is a good one. Mort is a good starting point. Lords and Ladies was good. Yeah. Man, we got a lot of like Terry Pratchett fans in here. Cool. It's just good. It's just good. If you want to read everything in Discworld, that's like an investment because there's like 30 of them, right? But like each individual book is like not too big of an investment and they're all like great in their own way. All of them are good. Even the weakest Discworld book is still better than like 99% of all books out there. Wow. I'm making like an incredible statement. That might get me in trouble. I should probably just like leave it out. There are 41 books. Holy crap. Wow. And I want you to know that like I haven't read every Discworld book. I think I've read like 20-ish, 25. I haven't read like every single Discworld book. I should get around to that. I should. Going postal was the first in the story? Interesting. Clee, thank you very much for the super chat. Any idea on what you want to draw? Art role model or specific art admire? Also, Small Gods is the best Terry Pratchett. Fight me. I will not fight you. Because anybody that likes Discworld or Terry Pratchett in general is like my comrade, right? Mist Fist, Wikipedia Discworld reading chart is crazy. It is. Wally, thank you very much for the super chat. Malazan? I think I'm just gonna move on. Just to get, I've never heard of it, so I'm just gonna like move on, just to be safe. Thank you though. What was I talking about? Anything that I want to draw. Which, by the way, I am going to order I'm gonna order the drawing tablet at an undisclosed time, just to keep myself safe. Apparently, it's like insanely huge. Apparently, it's like, you think it's gonna be this big, it's insanely huge. It's like ridiculously huge. It's bigger than you think it's going to be. The box that it comes in is going to be like insanely huge. So just like, yeah. Maybe I did order it. Vetkin Malzar? Like maybe I ordered it already. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'll never tell. Maybe I ordered it like the day that I said that I wouldn't. Maybe I'm going to order it today. Who knows? I'll never tell. But I think that's what the question is referring to. So it's kind of like, what do you want to draw? I want to learn how to draw my own thumbnails, I think. And that means like I can't invest too much time in it because like I have to learn how to sing. That's like my #1 priority. I'm taking singing lessons starting this week. I have to learn how to sing, #1. #2 priority is like I need to learn Japanese, and I don't think it'll cut it the way that I've been doing it, which means I need to invest more time into it. But singing #1, learning Japanese #2, and then art #3, I guess, right? No. Singing #1, learning Japanese #2. #3 is like I have to take care of my streaming content, right? Like I can't just completely neglect it and then like coast along, right? I have to like try to make my streams better, right? And that should technically be #1, but like at least for like the first year, like I want to give singing like a fair shot before I give up. Like I don't want to give up without actually trying. So for now, I hope you guys will forgive me for like the mid-tier like streaming content. Singing #1, JP #2. And then #3 is like, I gotta keep up with my streaming content and try to make it interesting and fresh and try new things. And you know, like this, like improve the audio, like make sure it's good for you guys. And then #4 would probably be art behind that, like learning how to draw correctly. So unfortunately for like the art, I don't think I can invest more than like 2 hours a week tops into that. 2, maybe 3 hours tops. We grew up on Vinesauce. We love the mid-tier stuff. How is Vinesauce in any way mid-tier? Is goated. What are you talking about? Anyways, we're gonna move on. Yeah. I was thinking about for my membership streams doing drawing practice. because people seem to like the meme drawing stuff, right? So I'm thinking of like for like membership streams, instead of just like spamming Zatsudan, maybe I'll do like a drawing stream. It's like membership. And then after I'm done with it, I could post it under like membership content, right? So it's just like, it dovetails nicely and it's like, here you go, it's yours, right? Yeah, something like that. That's what I was thinking. But the stuff that I want to draw is like basically my own thumbnails, and then I'm kind of interested in drawing emotes for the boys and like whoever else is like interested, right? I'm kind of interested in developing my own style and then drawing emotes. Like I want to draw an emote for Altair, Axel, Des. So each of them will get an emote from me, and then like I'll improve the craft and get better at it. Just an idea I had. Yeah. Something like that. Hello, Vesper. Could you praise me like how Grandpa did their grandchild? I've been through a tough day and I'm still trying to recover from that. Thank you. I wish I could say your name. I apologize. I don't know how to read kanji. I know like that's the character for Moon. I apologize. I don't know if I don't. Okay. How does a grandpa praise their grandchild? Ah, don't listen to your parents. I raised them. You're doing better than they did at your age. You're doing way better than your parents. You're doing good. Don't listen to your parents. I raised them. They were screw ups. Like, you're doing better than your parents did. Don't worry about it. You're doing great. Am I gonna get in trouble for that? I literally don't know. Whatever. I don't care. It's from the heart. Okay? Caesar Demas, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey, Vess, I love your enthusiasm and passion for stories. As someone who's always wanted to write and publish a book, I hope to write one that you would like. I would probably like it, and good luck. The creative pursuit is the most important thing for happiness, I think. For me, it was. I spent my entire life doing, like, non-creative types of outlets, right? And then the second that I dipped my toe into being creative, it just added, like, so much color to my life. And it's just good. I raised both. Yeah, that's a little weird. I should have rethought that. Ignore that. I just didn't think it through. Ignore that. Emad Art, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you for making my college assignments bearable. You'll get through it. You will get through it. And you'll be glad that you did. Taco, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Magni is a bisexual icon. Thank you very much for the super chat. If you're serious about learning Japanese, I hear Wanikani is great for learning kanji. Worth the money if you have the discipline. I'm thinking about getting a tutor. I can't promise that I will, but like I do think that like there's like a limit to trying to learn solo. Just because like yeah, like my gut is that like it's better to get a tutor. And like we have the support, like, right? Like we have the support of you guys, and it's like we can use it to make ourselves better in the context of like being HOLOSTARS, and like it's worth it to do that. So yeah, I can't promise that like, well, if I did, I would probably keep it a secret and I wouldn't tell you, just to keep it safe, right? But like my gut plan is that like rather than an app, it's better to just get like a tutor. Yeah. Dude, CS Dragon, I cannot ask any of the senpai to do that. I can't. Like, they're all busy, right? Like, I know it because I'm in it, right? They don't have enough time. Like, it's like insane how little time that we have. Like, we work so hard, and it's just like we have so many things going on, like projects and like responsibilities in addition to keeping up our streaming. Like, I feel bad asking Axel for help, like with like singing stuff, right? It's just like everybody is so insanely busy, so it's just like I can't do that. Like, I have to I probably have to find like a professional to help me and then like pay them for their time. And then like, yeah, it's just like, I can't. And like the end goal is to be able to talk to them, right? So like, what even is that? Like, what even? Yeah. Anyway. No Eye Bunny. Thank you very much for the super chat. Can I read this? Ah, okay. Hello, Vesper Son. I was just wondering if you had ever written your own novel since you'd like to read books. Just wonder because I write my own one too. I wanted to be a writer, and then I had already written a little bit of it, and then I gave up about 10 years ago. A little less than 10 years ago, I gave up. But yeah, I just kind of, yeah. What the heck? Melvin, thank you for the super chat. I have heard that you're considering joining an Apex tourney sometime in the future with Axel and RPR. Could you share more? Wait, did they already? Am I being like? Wait. Am I being tricked? Can an axolotl in the chat comment? Like, did Axel mention it first? Did Axel? Any axolotls in chat? Can you confirm that he talked about it? Axel mentioned it in passing. I'm gonna like abstain because that's like Axel's thing, right? I don't want to steal his thunder and like have him and like release information that like he was gonna do it, but like it's his thing that he's been working on, and I think he should be the one to talk about it first. Okay? I will not comment on anything like what's going on, but like it's his show. He's the one that was like setting it up, and so like yeah. Axel did mention it. Okay. Well, then, anything that he said, I can confirm. Anything that he said that I can confirm. But I'm not going to go more deeply into it. But anything that he said is like 100% confirmed. And I'm like going with him. Like, whatever he decides to like go, like I'm in it with him. Yeah. Chat is means trick ramps. I don't think they're trying to trick me. It's just like I gotta be a little bit careful and like not give away too much information. There's some cool stuff in there, and it's just like I don't feel right if like, yeah, because it's not me. Like I didn't plan that. Axel planned that, so it's like why would I take that from him? Okay, but yes, yes, a possible Apex tournament with me, Axel, and RPR. I can confirm that. And I do need to practice, but I will not be practicing on stream. Because I think that would just be like really sad content. Would you watch? Maybe I could just put it on Twitch. It's just like, because the thing is, like, if I'm gonna be practicing Apex anyways, I could just put it on Twitch because that's where all the garbage goes. don't, please don't clip that. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for that. Defeatable Airman, thank you very much for the super chat. Wanikani helped me learn kanji when every other method I tried went in one ear out the other. It's worth every single penny I can fit into the schedule gaps. Okay. Tutor first, and then maybe Wanikani, right? Mecha W Esquire, thank you very much for the super chat. An occasional tutoring stream is fine for content, but definitely a professional tutor is the best for actually learning. Please accept this contribution for your tuition. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm heavily leaning towards getting a tutor. Heavily leaning towards it. But I can't tell you when I get one or anything about it, right? Just for safety reasons, right? But I do think that like I've come to the conclusion that like if I'm serious about it, and I am because it's like my number 2 priority. Number 1 is learning how to sing and not be garbage at that. Number 2 is like learning conversational Japanese, and then number 3 is like stream content. Number 4 would be art. You know, I'm just not gonna tell you. Like, it's just gonna be completely behind the scenes, okay? And I appreciate, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Is number 5 Apex? No, Apex is like number 80 on my list of priorities. Apex is like number 80, but like right now it's temporarily raised up because because of Axel's thing that he's planning, and I don't want to disappoint my son and my cousin. I guess RPR is like more of a cousin, right? RPR gives me like Dez vibes, where like Dez is not like my son. Dez is like my age, well, younger than me, but like a cousin, right? Yeah. RPR is my brother. But that would, I feel like I'm still older than RPR. He calls you Pops too. Big Little Bot, thank you very much for the super chat. Can you confirm Desper is making a comeback for the tourney? I will neither confirm nor deny that, Big Little Bot. That is up to Axel to unveil, right? I will neither confirm nor deny that. Younger brother. RPR is adopted. Do it, a Magni. RPR is your niece? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm out of tea. Nah, I'm fine. Haman, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey, Vesper buddy, old pal. I finished my rewatch of Code Geass and I can now finally watch Air Gear. And I love the style, especially the clothing. Are there any anime clothing styles that you really like? Good question. Good question. Air Gear. Is the author of Air Gear the person that did Eye Shield 21? They have very similar styles. I don't remember. But we're talking about like fashion styles in anime. Fashion styles in anime. Let me think. No? Nope. Okay. Then it's completely wrong and ignore me. You almost never see it in the actual like manga or anime, right? But like it's the cover pages. It's the cover pages for like each chapter. There you go, Sleepy Milo, Bleach, right? You almost never see the fashion in the actual manga or in the show, but like, you know, the cover pages for each like manga chapter, they have like, they're wearing different clothing, and like Bleach has like, it's so good. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, Bleach is up there. If we're going into stuff that's like a little bit different, you know what, like, and it's just not like, it doesn't really have anything to do with, oh, well, whatever, I'll just like state up. Do you guys remember like, Oh My Goddess? I'm a freaking boomer. I'm like outing myself as a boomer. I think the art, the fashion design in Oh My Goddess is like 10 out of 10. It's so good. AMG, yeah. That is old as hell. I'm a boomer. Shut up. Amegami-sama is old school. Holy crap. You cultured man. Oh, Tenshi Muyo. I remember that. It's so good. Earth for life. I don't want to start like a war between like the three sisters. I don't want to start a war between the three sisters, so I will not tell you which one my favorite is. And I do have a favorite between the three sisters, but I'm not gonna tell you which one. I'll just like leave it to your imagination. No, tell us your Oshi. I refuse. I refuse. Water because I'm out of tea. Don't lie to us, Vespi. What harm will it do? No one knows what this anime is. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. You know the Mad Max meme? The new Mad Max movie. I've watched all of them and I love all of them, but the new one, Fury Road, where like Bane is like, huh? That is a trap. Like that, you're like leading me into like, no. Nope. That's bait. That's bait right there. Nope. Bane, I would never. That's bait. Fury Road is 10 out of 10. It's my second favorite Mad Max. Again, I'm not going to start like a war, but like there is a Mad Max movie that I like better than Fury Road, but Fury Road is like amazingly good. And it's like my second favorite. What's your favorite? I'm just not going to tell you. I'm just not going to tell you which is my favorite. I see it. Yeah, I see it. No, don't do this to us. It's not Thunderdome. All right, I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. It's not Thunderdome. He hates us. Anytime I say no, it's like, he hates us. Please, please, Vesties, I'm allowed to say no, okay? Please. I don't hate you. I don't hate any of you. I don't hate any of you. All right? I don't hate any of you. I'm just allowed to say no, okay? Why do you hate me, father? Tolerated perms gained. Yo, Sage Sataran. Hey, Vesper, remember Tenshi Muyo? Yes. An outlaw star. Yes. Watoto Dial, thank you for the super chat. Along with being a banger for other reasons, one thing that I really love about Hunter x Hunter is that the characters actually change clothes frequently. Yeah, yeah. You know what's another one? All right, well, Hunter x Hunter is like incredibly good, right? I spend hours and hours thinking up my own Nen abilities, right? And I could go like onward and onward about that, right? Just like onward and on, like I just have a gajillion like Nen abilities that I've thought up. Hunter x Hunter is goated. Yes, like they keep changing their outfits, and that's another reason why I like Hikaru no Go, right? In Hikaru no Go, not only do they change like outfits and like from year to year they're just like getting new clothes, he actually grows up. Like he gets taller and his like face shape changes because like this like little baby is like growing up and he's turning into like a man, right? And not only that, I mean, I think I've ranted about this before. Like he changes friend groups, like just like in real life, right? Like he starts off with like middle school friends and then he gets like high school friends and then he's like ending high school and like he's trying to become a pro. So then like his friend group is now like people that are trying to become pro, right? And then he becomes a pro and then like he just like changes friend groups in a way that's very natural and realistic. And like Hikaru no Go is like for like an anime about like a ghost that teaches you how to play board games is just how. Who's your favorite Slayers character? It's got to be the main character, right? Lena Inverse. I'm like very basic in it. I usually like the main character and like one very obscure side character. So like for Hunter x Hunter, my favorite character is Killua, right? And then I like Moral Macronasi. It's like extremely minor and like a central like pivotal character. Yeah. Yeah. Did you read or watch Trigun? Yeah, Trigun is probably like the anime that got me in. Trigun is the anime that made me realize that like anime is like made in Japan. And it's like, oh, this is like, we are getting scraps. Like they have the good stuff over there. Trigun was like what made me realize, because the thing is before Trigun, I was just watching like Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho like on television. Like Saturday morning at 6:30 in the morning, I was watching like Dragon Ball Z, right? And I didn't know that Dragon Ball like was made in Japan. It was just like a cartoon that I watched, and it was the best cartoon I had ever watched. It was like the difference between Dragon Ball and like Rocko's Modern Life, which is also pretty based. But like think about it, like I was watching those two like simultaneously. So it's like Rocko's Modern Life, which is funny, but I don't quite understand a lot of the humor in it, and then like Dragon Ball, which is like what the heck is going on? Yeah. And then like Trigun was like, oh, this is like a cartoon that's made in Japan and it's just superior in every way. Why do I keep making these like incredibly inflammatory statements that are gonna get me in trouble? No, I love Western cartoons, okay? I love Western cartoons. Just don't... Okay, alright. What the hell is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Ultra Instinct Mrs. Big Head. Who's my favorite character in Rocko's Modern Life? Well, not a character. Well, yeah. Like, oh shit, what was his name? Do you remember the episode of Rocko's Modern Life where Rocko's dog fell in love with a mop? And not like cute, haha, like, not cute, haha, like baby cartoon love. Like, this dog wanted to have babies with that mop. Do you remember that? It was like way too real. Like, Spunky, his dog, like wanted to like take that mop out to like a seafood dinner and then invite the mop back to his place. It was like way too real. And that's my favorite episode of Rocko's Modern Life. It was like very real. It was like an adult love. It's like, whoa. Yeah, Spunky wanted to wife down a mop. Exactly. Like, that was my favorite episode of Rocko's Modern Life. I only remember. Heifer, his best friend, was the best. Do you remember the episode where, like, he tried to move out? The episode where Heifer tried to move out. And then there was also, like, another episode where, like, Heifer and Filbert filmed Rocko naked in the middle of the night, like, getting milk from his fridge or something. They filmed him, like, butt naked, and then they sent it to, like, a film festival in France or something. And it's just, like, a gajillion people were watching Rocko, like, drinking milk butt naked. And then it's just, like, naked. Naked. And then, like, Rocko was, like, super pissed at them for doing that. Yeah. Or what about the episode where they're fishing? Do you remember the episode of Rocko where they go fishing? And then the fish start fishing for them? That was like an episode where it's just like, do I like fishing anymore? What is going on here? Do you remember that episode? And then like Filbert has like a watch, right? And then he loses his watch and he's super sad. And then like they throw the watch back into the boat, but like it's like tied onto like a reverse fishing line, right? This show, holy crap, yeah. It was Filbert's watch, yeah. What is this series? The 90s were wild. Anyway. Should I keep talking about this? I don't even know. Melody Hinari, thank you very much for the super chat. Have you watched Blood Blockade Battlefront? Is that Kekkai Sensen? If so, yes, and I love it. He just started a third manga season, by the way. My favorite urban sci-fi. If you're talking about Kekkai Sensen, yes. 10 out of 10. Really good. Little Lily Kitty, thank you very much for the super chat. Have you watched Tanoshi Mumen Ika? Mumen series from the 90s? Yes, I think I have. I love Mumen. I do. Who's my favorite character from Mumen? I like Snufkin. Is Snufkin in the anime? Snufkin's my favorite character because like he's like a free spirit, travels around. Yeah. Snufkin is voiced by Dio Seiyu. You are Filbert and Dez is his cat girlfriend with hook hats. Axel is 100% heifer and you can't convince me otherwise. Oh no. AM Cosmos, thank you for being an associate for 3 months. Episode where they start an animation studio is iconic. I remember that one. Oh, so good, so good. Juice Man, thank you for the super chat. I am cheese. I am best character on the show. Oh, dude, Initial D. Initial D. Oh my god. I bought all of the DVDs of Initial D. I remember that. I won't tell you where I bought it from, but I didn't buy it through the mail. I bought it like in a store, and I bought like all of the Initial D DVDs. Oh my god. Initial D's nuts. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. What do I remember about Initial D? Do you listen to Eurobeat? Yeah, but only in the context of Initial D. If it's not on Initial D, like I haven't listened to it. Like there's a 0% chance that I've listened to it. So it's like, do I truly listen to Eurobeat if it's just like in the context of like one TV show? Is it true? My favorite song from Initial D is Revolution. Revolution from stage 4, I think. It's the one where Takumi is racing against the pro in the yellow Civic, right? The yellow hatchback Civic. That's my favorite Eurobeat song, Revolution. Yeah. Discord was a good one. How about Eurobeat remixes? Unfortunately, like, if it's not in the context of Initial D, I probably have not seen it. Unfortunately. Oh, Forever Young is really good too. Yeah, that's a good one. Yo, jam out to Dogfight. Dogfight is really good. Although, Blazin' Beat might be my favorite intro to Initial D. Like, stage 2, I think. Blazin' Beat is like 10 out of 10. It's such a good opening. Okay. Okay. Now I want to talk about Initial D. Let me think about it. Who's my favorite character in Initial D? Who's my favorite character? Do you like my car? I didn't get a notification. I apologize, James. Yeah, I should probably, like, do it better. Because I've noticed that Altair and Dez do it in a way that's, like, very professional, and I should just have them teach me how to do it better. I just go live and I sent out a link onto Twitter, and that's like the only thing that I use Twitter for. And like I should learn how to do it. Anyways, what's my favorite? Okay, first of all, my favorite character in all of Initial D is Bunta. Bunta is my favorite character. Favorite car? Probably the Impreza WRX, like his car, right? Favorite race? Favorite race. My favorite race is the one where Takumi and oh shit, what's his name? Keisuke are racing against the two old guys. Do you remember that? That I think it's the final racing arc of stage 4, right? It's where Takumi and Keisuke are doing like Project D, and then they're racing against the two old guys, God Hand and Godfoot. It was so good. Yeah. Oh, it was such a good race. It was really good. Least favorite race. My least favorite race might be the end of stage 2, which is like Takumi versus what are they called? What is it? The Land Evo crew. What are they called? Ah, shoot. The Land Evo. Like, the Land Evo arc was probably, like, my least favorite. The Emperors! There we go. Like, the Emperors. Like, I didn't like that, arc. Because, like, yeah, like, I didn't like it. I didn't like the dude. The boss of the Emperors. Like, I just didn't think he was, like, interesting enough to be, like, yeah. The Land Evo crew were really good, but, like, I do think, like, he was, like, as like a villain, he was just kind of disappointing because he was just like, oh, like we're all about like the science. Like if you're drifting in the mountains, like you have to use a rally car. Like you can't use any. The Emperor arc was a little bit weird. Yeah. Yeah. Did I say something that messed up? I apologize. If I said something that I shouldn't have said, I apologize. We're 2 hours in and I'm a little bit exhausted. I shouldn't have played Into the Breach for 6 hours. Like that was like a mistake. Like I should be in recovery mode because I just came back from a very long like road trip. No, chat is just being weird. Chat is just cringe. Okay, thank you. I apologize. Sometimes like if I'm exhausted, my brain is not functioning and I'm just like spitting out words without thinking about it. Okay. Good. Chat cringe. But yeah, like, the Emperor arc didn't really do it for me that much. I felt like it was a little bit... It was carried by the fact that, like, there's no... I'm not going to spoil anything, but, like, he had to do stuff to his car, and then that was, like, an entire arc. But, like, in general, like, I found the Emperors to be, like, kind of like, I'm not really invested in that race. But, like, yeah. Oh, but what about... What about the arc where Keisuke was racing against another RX-7 driver and she like had a crush on him? That shit was weird. That was like a weird arc. Do you remember that? That was like stage 4 where like he's like racing against another person that has the exact same car as him, but it's like black instead of yellow. And like she's got like a crush on. That was like a weird arc. You liked it? Oh, I'm sorry. For me, all right, you know, you're allowed to like it, but for me, there was like, I don't know how I feel about that. The RX-7 single turbo, the black one, yeah. It was hilarious. For me, I think like, yeah, like the romance subplots in Initial D, like, was just like, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just here to look at the fast, like, shiny, pretty cars, right? Like, and then the thing with the car that's like half, like the SIL 80 or something like that. Do you remember that? Like the SIL 80 arc was just like weird for me. I was just like, what? Okay. Like, I don't watch Initial D for like the romance, like, and like in general, it's just kind of like, what? It's just like the cool cars, man. Yeah. The SIL 80 was legit cool though. Like, I don't know anything about the car. I just knew that it was just like an interesting like concept, but it's just like, yeah. The SIL 80 arc was great. I mean, I guess it's just different tastes, and I don't think that you're wrong. Like, I don't think objectively it was a bad arc. It just like wasn't for me. Like, I came into Initial D like just for like the cars and stuff like that. The Mercedes guy. We're just gonna move on. Yummy. We're just gonna move on. That's like, no, we can't talk about that under like any context. Yeah, we're just gonna move on. Days, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm not too late to watch at least a bit of the chatting stream. Let's go. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello. I'm back to my regular schedule. I apologize for the weird inconsistencies, but I'm in recovery mode and I'm gonna get back into it. So I'll be doing a morning Zatsudan tomorrow. We're doing Soul Link at 4 p.m. That's only going to be on Altair's channel. It's not going to be on my channel. So in order to watch that, if you want to, you're going to have to mosey on over to Altair's channel. I think that's at 4 or 5 p.m. But I'll do a morning Zatsudan just like this one tomorrow morning. Am I doing a Zatsudan after that on Saturday? I don't know. I don't remember. And then D&D, I'm going to try to do a Zatsudan in the morning for D&D day, which is Sunday. But I might not. It comes down to like, I need to get my vocal cords like nice and rested. I need to get my material nice and prepared, and I need like energy, right? So I will reserve the right to cancel the Sunday morning Zatsudan, but only because like D&D is that evening, right? But I will definitely be doing a morning Zatsudan tomorrow, like before we do Soul Link, and it's just going to be us, right? Just us. Get a Red Bull? Yeah, why not? What if I drink the rest of my Red Bulls on Sunday and do a Zatsudan? Chat, stop. Listen, I feel like you guys are like underestimating me because I watched Dez like shotgun 2 Red Bulls back to back. I watched him like crack open a Red Bull, drink the entire thing in one gulp, put it down, and then offer me another Red Bull, and I was like, no thank you, and he's like, okay, and then he cracked open the Red Bull that he offered me, and then he chugged that one too. Dez is younger than you though. True. He's like 10 years younger. He's not that much younger. He's like 1 year younger, in theory. But you're not Dez. Dez is like 90% caffeine. Remember how he lives though. That's true. That's true. Oh, Dez, why did I hear Axel? I don't think Axel is much of an energy drink guy. He's actually surprisingly healthy. Aside from the fact that he eats way too much fast food, which like worries me, I feel like Axel would be like 10% more effective if he just ate more vegetables, and you have to sneak them into his diet, right? You have to give him curry, and then the vegetables are like pureed, so he doesn't know he's eating vegetables. That's like the trick, by the way. For me, that's my trick to getting people to eat vegetables. Curry is delicious. Everybody loves curry. And then if you puree the vegetables, they won't know that they're eating vegetables. It's just like, oh, this is delicious. It sounds like tricking a child. Curry frightens and confuses me. What kind of curry? Japanese curry. In my opinion, the best curry. Like Japanese style curry is like, oh, so good. It's just like liquid tasty. is just liquid tasty. Respectfully, no. No problem. No problem. Japanese style curry is mid. No problem. I respect that. For me, though, like, oh, is JP curry spicy? No. Unfortunately, no. I have to add my, like, Carolina Reaper pepper to give it the spice that I need. Is Thai curry... Is it curry or is it, like, something else? It's more of, like, a stew, right? Thai curry is, like, more stew-like. It's good. I agree. It's actually pretty good. Yeah. Like curry rice, you don't eat it like a soup. You mix it with rice and then you just like eat it like that. And it's no longer like, yeah. But for me, whenever I eat a Thai curry, which is, by the way, like a banger, I eat like a mouthful of rice. I don't mix rice into Thai curry. I feel like you're not supposed to do that, right? When you're eating Thai curry, you eat a mouthful of rice and then you eat like Thai curry. Like it's like in a bowl and you eat it like a stew, right? You eat it with rice, but you don't mix rice into the curry, right? You eat them separately, right? I don't mix my Japanese curry. Oh, interesting. I mix my curry. I like them separate, but then I do mix them together. I do mix them together. Yeah. The green has murdered me before. Well, like bird's eye chili, which is like the Thai chili peppers, the bird's eye chili, they like grow straight up. They don't have a very high Scoville unit count, but like they're like needles in your mouth. It's a very unique type of like spiciness. And I think it's good. It's really good. It's like needles in your mouth and I love it. And it makes you like, it makes your mouth water. It's so good. Unless you're a monk, I guess. I think you spoon the curry onto the rice for Thai curry. Interesting. I eat them like kind of separate. The curry goes on the rice. Interesting, interesting. Are you M? I'm not going to answer that question. But if I had to. No. Speaking of the Solon, do you have any idea which starter you're going to go with in Pokemon? I typically go with the water type, but I'm not sure 100%. Dez is not human. Please do not emulate him. Love yourself. Yeah, true. True. Okay, I won't. Sapanong, thank you very much for the super chat. Disappointed Thai Vesti. Thai curry is curry. Curry is a type of dish, not an absolute. Okay, fair. I just feel like it's unique. That's why, like, I don't think Thai curry is like not as good or not as tasty as Japanese curry. It's just because like I eat them differently, right? Same way that I like Chicago style pizza, but I don't put it on the same level as like a pizza, which is like a flatbread, right? Like, is all pizza? I feel like the people in Italy is like, no, what you're eating is not real pizza. But it's like, you have like flatbread style pizza and then you have deep dish pizza, which is like very different, even though they're both pizza, right? Like, I don't think like they can be compared to each other because they're just like too different, even though they're both under the pizza umbrella, right? Same way that like, yeah, Thai curry is a curry because it's got the word curry in it, right? But like, can it be compared to Japanese curry? Like, you eat them in very different ways, right? Now we're getting into like food meta, which is weird and contentious, and I'm probably pissing people off. But like, I honestly think because I eat them so differently, like my brain just assigns them to different categories, and I can't say like one is better or worse than the other. Food meta. They're very different. Yeah, like I cannot eat a Chicago style pizza like with my hands. I have to eat it with a knife and fork, right? And I never, if I ate like a traditional flatbread style pizza with a knife and fork, I would look in the mirror and just be like, you don't even know what you are anymore, Vesper. What are you doing? Pinky up. You have to, like a flatbread, like a New York style pizza, you have to fold it in half and eat it. And you're eating it in a street corner and a rat is just like looking at you. That's the right way to eat like a New York style pizza. Street corner, drunk out of your mind, you fold it in half and then you eat it and a rat is just like looking at you. It's You know? And you can't do that. Can you imagine trying to do that with a slice of Chicago-style pizza? No, you can't do that. A Chicago-style pizza, you gotta eat it with a knife and a fork. There's no way you can fold that bad boy in half and eat it and just shove it into your mouth. It's just like not gonna happen. Too specific, but I get you. Exactly. Is the staring rat obligatory? I mean, like one of my favorite pictures of all time is like that rat that's like dragging a whole like uneaten slice of pizza up the stairs. And like you look at the stairs and you could tell by like the look of it that like is definitely the subway. Is definitely the subway, probably in Manhattan. Like the pizza rat is like one of my favorite pictures of all time because it's just like, it's very evocative and it's just like, ah, yeah, pretty much. I train pizza rat. Detroit style is the best. I mean, like I said before, like they're just, you eat them so differently. Like I can't even assign them to the same category. So like, is Detroit style the best pizza of its style? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Have you tried Chicago tavern style thin crust? No, can't say that I have. What about Hawaii? Ah, are you talking about like Hawaiian style, like pineapple on pizza? The contentious topic? I think it's tasty and I eat it, but I would never pay for it. Like I wouldn't pay like $4 to get like pineapple as a topping on top of pizza. I would just get like meat. Yeah, I would just get like meat. But I don't pick the pineapple off because it's an interesting flavor. And when I eat it, it's like, that's pretty good. But I wouldn't pay for it. And yeah, it's good. It's good. Have you seen the picture of the rat dragging Chicago-style pizza? That rat must be jacked. That rat must squat like 3 plate. You're shitting me. Like, is there actually a picture of a rat dragging a Chicago-style pizza? That rat must do crazy deadlifts, like an insanely jacked, like a 3 plate squatting rat. That is like not normal. That's like a rat lord, like a certified like, that's like a rat that has like Hao Shoku no Haki, right? Like that's like a rat that has like the disposition of a king, right? That rat probably has D for the middle name, right? Yeah, it's like Giga D rat. It's like, holy crap. How can you drag a slice of Chicago-style pizza weighs like 80 kilograms. And if you drop it from a 2-story building, it'll kill like a medium-sized child. Chicago D rat. There's no way. There's no way that there's a rat that could drag a slice of Chicago-style pizza. There's like no way. Clearly you have not met Sam. The new JoJo stand just dropped. Chicago D rat better be a character in D&D. I think they're done with the rat arc. I think they're done with it. Oh, so good, so good. All right, guys, we've been chatting for a little bit over 2 hours. I think it's time for me to hop off and do some prep work. We're streaming tonight. Both Dez and I are going to be streaming our POVs, and should I tell you guys? It's like we were thinking about it, and we were like, it would probably be better if it's just like one POV, but I think we were like specifically requested to do 2 POVs because I think we're supposed to show off like the really cool like multiplayer aspect of the game. So we're both streaming it. Feel free to watch either or. Maybe you should switch in between because you're going to be seeing things from different point of views because we're playing like different characters. But like the multiplayer is actually pretty cracked in this game. It actually feels like you're playing a D&D session, which is pretty cool. Solasta Crown of the Magister. And I said this at the very beginning of the stream, but it's literally like, it's not like D&D 5th edition. It is D&D 5th edition. It's like literally D&D 5th edition. Like the same rules, the spells are all the same name, and you do it the same way. It's just like, if you know how to play 5th edition and you've played 5th edition before, even just once, you'll watch us playing it and you'll be like, that's 5th edition, which is so freaking cool. It's like the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's like, whoa, cool. I'm too lazy to watch more than one POV. No problem, no problem. Taco, thank you very much for the super chat. Gonna go sleep since 4 a.m. here now and catch up with the VOD later. Good night, good night, good night. Thank you for watching. This week I'll be doing an Asia Time membership stream. So sorry you had to stay up late, but yeah. Sir Ka, thank you very much for the super chat. Okay, all right. Who's streaming right now? Who can I redirect to? Any of the boys? It's usually Altair, right? Altair's usually streaming. What do we got? I should reload. The issue for me is like a lot of times, if I don't reload and I started like a couple hours ago, like it doesn't load the ones that were like added. Customization, redirect. Let's see. Estelle Senpai streaming right now. Estelle Senpai. Do you guys want to watch Estelle Senpai? What is he doing? What is he doing right now? Is he playing the new Pokemon game? Let's go check out Estelle Senpai. Please be polite. I don't want him to hate me. He's one of my favorite Star Senpai. Please be polite. I don't want him to hate me. I beg you. Please don't. Please, I beg you. I'm not gonna do the ending screen. We're just gonna send you straight over to Estelle Senpai. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. See you tonight. See you tonight if you're awake. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Take care. Goodbye. Goodbye.